up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. From inside the 15, here's the return. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pretty good job of running to get through there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll try the run. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly. Keep this drive alive.
To the air on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it. From
deep shot for the end zone. And he makes the grab, but can't get the foot down in the field of play. Almost had 6 there. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Reads it, fires complete. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. It's complete. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on 3rd down. That was a completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your 2nd drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on 3rd down was big.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Line gets set, 1st down. Wants to throw again. Finds us back in the middle. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires complete on the crosser. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. 1st down from the 43. Looking downfield on 1st down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got him this time. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
They go to the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Ball they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The throw to the outside is complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And it'll be a touchdown. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab inside the 30. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top going 63 yards to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
After that last completion, it's second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. It's caught. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He lost one down the sideline. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the tight end. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Wants to fire on second down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
21 on the play. First down on the offense.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
Now on first down from the 40. Gives it to the back on the draw. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Galloway. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downfield anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They'll try to run for it. That play just got wrecked. Third and 1, and they went backwards.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem, big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Good timing on the quick out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Quickly complete. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
From the gun, give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Fires to the big fella.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Got his man on the outside. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to it.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Off play action. Looking to the end zone. It's caught. That's a touchdown.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Going right to work up top. Just a short pass to the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Got his man downfield. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They just keep firing. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Now facing a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up.
Breaks into the open. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
The officials... no good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as his offense in business. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. They'll throw it from the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of said, hey, we've got to make sure we take him away.
Hunt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Now on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
After that last incompletion, the offense is now in punt formation. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. To the air on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
2nd down coming up. Off the play fake. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Just keep slinging it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle 7-4.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. And he missed it. No good. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys, but still an 8-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got him downfield. There he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
With the run on first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Back to pass on second down. Thanks to grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. He'll set up to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Going for 6. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success. But, man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Gets it out quickly. And it's in for a touchdown. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Now this offense is back on the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pucks it out of the air. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Wide open downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Soft spot in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. To the ground with the back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded, you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man, we got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get close to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. Gets it in there for the touchdown.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
To the air on second down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Oh, it's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put it on the money and the guy drops it. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that catch.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Heaves it on the run. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll go to the ground. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A strike downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
And that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He breaks a tackle. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's got it. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Sends it back in motion. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
They'll leave it with him. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And that is no good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. From the gun, they'll try the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got an open man. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
They'll run it on first and goal. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to pound their way in. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
And here's the deal. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Fourth and goal, which makes a difference to me because I drove the ball down the field. I've had some success. Do I want to stay aggressive? This offense is down, but has a chance to really put some points on the board and make a little bit of a splash.
Fires into the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The give on the inside. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Leaves it with the running back. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on the offensive line.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Finds his man. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. He wants to throw it. He wants a big play here late. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Here's the return from inside the 25.